Time with Beer Man.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? How you guys doing tonight, today, wherever you're from in this beautiful fucking world? All right, cool. So we got another Beer and Cheese Tuesday for y'all. We got a great panel here today. Let me just get some banners going. Beer and Cheese Tuesday. If I'm delaying, is that me?
It's okay though.
They're fine.
Huh?
That was weird. Anyway, I've got major latency on my laptop right now, so bear with me. Anyway, we got Michael Komarov here. We got Miscellaneous Brew Reviews,
Cheers.
Thrash Metal Homebrew and Barbecue,
Thanks for having me.
Bumpy Brewery, and Chadeo. Cheers, guys.
Hey.
All right. We got a great chat here. We got Jammer here. What's up, Jammer? Cool. JV's here. Right on. Hey, JV. Cool. So let's go ahead and go to this thing, and freaking everything's moving. This is great. I'm gonna bring over Michael here.
Okay, so I have sheep feta cheese, which is crumbly and usually used in salads, but I think it'll be interesting with an IPA that I have. And I have from Victory in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, Cloud Walker Hazy Juicy IPA at 6.8%. I don't know the IBUs. Hopefully they will pair well together. We can only hope.
Only hope.
Are you ready for me to do should I do my pour and my nose on it?
You just pour up.
You can pour up.
Okay.
Yep.
Here we
Sorry,
go.
I'm having technical difficulties here.
It has that kind of hazy kind of look to it. Getting a white, kind of a white head, I guess. Let's see. I'll give it a look once I get it into the glass. It's a 12-ounce beer into a 16-ounce glass. So I guess very hazy, light orange with a two-finger white head. Bubbly kind of head. And I will sit here and the next person can give their description.
Nice. Thank you.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael. All right, Miscellaneous.
All right. Cheers, everybody. Tonight I've got something from Satori. This is their Bellavitano Tennessee whiskey cheese. Right here. Label. It's been on the show a few times. I have yet to try it, so I said, fuck it, let's go for it. Yeah, white cheese with a gray, brownish yellow on it. It was pretty fucking greasy too, man. Oily cheese. Yeah, and the cheese or the beer I'm gonna pair that with, the cheese with is Fuller's ESB. Comes in at 5.9%.
Yummy.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
It's a good one.
Wop, wop, wop.
Yeah,
Great, Mike.
there it is. Not even a finger. Tighten that white bubbled head. She's brilliant. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. I'm all confused. Let's see. Let's get Thrash Metal up there. Thanks, Miscellaneous.
It's beer time with Beer Man. All right,
Hey,
so
that's
I've had this
pretty.
before from Yancey Fancy. We have the horseradish, which is a New York cheddar cheese with the horseradish in it. So, yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Around the ring, and from Port Brewing Company. What did I say? Santa Monica, California. Yeah, 7% IPA. It's It's called Wipeout. It's an India Pale Ale, and that's what it looks like. I've never had it before, and I thought it looked good, so I went and grabbed it. Let me go ahead and crack her open. Hopefully it's not too old. Yeah, it looks pretty lively. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Tight white bubbles. Poured about a 3-finger head. And yeah, it's very bright inside, so it's a little bubbly there. Cheers, man.
Cheers, right on. Yeah,
Cheers. Cheers, Brian.
Thanks, man. All right, Bumpy.
All right. Well, the cheese I'm bringing, I'll show you the packaging first. Articus is the company, I guess. It's a Dutch cheese from Dutchland. Anyways, it's a smoked Gouda with jalapeno. And it has a little crust on it, and it's shaped like a pie. So I started cutting it up into little pie slices for Jammer Fan there because he wanted to bring a pizza on. So my little pizza slices of Gouda now. It's got a big aroma on it already. So just when I opened up the package, I was like, holy crap, that's smoky. A little worried about the jalapenos though, because my acid reflux started kicking in a few hours ago. So this might be a rough time. But got this Doppelbock. It's the like the Rausch beer style there, the oak smoke. This is from 2011. I can't read the name of that company, so I'm not even going to attempt it.
Yeah.
But it's a 10-year-old smoked Doppelbock, 8% ABV. Yeah, I mean, and it's a bottle. And where did I put my bottle opener? It's all right.
Hate when that happens.
Unlike Kyle, I actually have a stockpile of bottle openers. So it's hissing a little bit, and it's foaming over.
Yeah, they're going to do that.
Ready to get
brand
the fuck
is-
out of there, man. It's been in
Freaking
there.
10 years. Now, too.
I know that is the oldest beer I think I've seen on panel.
All right.
That was a good save. I mean, that was a good save there.
It looked,
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Well, I've learned from others not to get beer into your laptop. It doesn't work. Well. All right, I got to go get stuff to clean up. But cheers.
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 Thanks, man.
I'm pushing my desk ahead a little bit now. After seeing that, I'm known to do that too. My cheese is I'm bringing Kauna port wine Kauna spreadable cheese with almonds, and it looks like a giant turd.
Big orange.
The cheese, yeah. After a nice sour ale. Speaking of sour, I am matching it with the Cellar Series from Adele Brewing Company.
Right.
Freak Raspberry Cherry Sour, aged in oak barrel, 6.9% ABV. This is from Fort Collins, Colorado. So get my glass nearby, get this cracked.
I think you'll like that one, Chad.
This is the second time I've had one probably in the last month. I reviewed one, but it's a ways out from coming out. Glass. Oh yeah! Look at that! Look at that echo in that color. Oh, that's a pretty looking beer. You know what? She grabs a little bit too. Cheers, man! Cheers, everyone!
I'm not thrilled with this.
All right,
I'm having difficulties.
that's okay. You got to just fight through them sometimes.
Michael might be echoing a little bit.
I think so.
Okay, I'll mute it.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
There we
Through
go.
all this crap. Here we go. My volume was down to 26. Oh, you guys are probably wondering what's going on there with my. Oh, hey, Chadeo's still up, man. What's up? How you doing, man?
Hi, I've already gone, but I can talk again if you need me. I've already. Okay, there we go.
Good, dude.
Talked
Right.
so much today.
No, I've had glitching like crazy. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep going. This is Singleton's and Company's hand blended double, however Miscellaneous said it. Gloucester.
Gloucester.
Gloucester. hand blended with chive and onion. It's an English cheese, I guess. It's got the little British flag there. Yeah, man. This is what it looks like. I showed you already. Did I show you? I didn't show you. Nope. Sorry, I've been handling my computer. God damn, it like goes everywhere. Anyway, yeah, this is a real stinky cheese. It smells really bad, like foot, but it has kind of a chiviness to it. That's weird. Yeah, it's yellow and strange smelling. And then what I have here is it's kind of got a saltiness to it too. It's very pungent. So my beer is a Machine House Brewery out of, I still can't find where they're from. Oh, Seattle, Washington, the greatest place on earth. Cambridge Bitter, it's an English style pale ale. I figured I'd go English with English. And it's only 3.8%, so we're talking Utah here. I'm assuming this is a cheaper pale ale in England since it's so low in ABV. Yeah, nice looking beer. It not really nice actually. It's kind of weird. The head didn't come out at all. It's just kind of flat looking. It doesn't really have any activity. It's hazy. Smells kind of catty. Wow. All right. Weird funky beer with the cheese. So, oh yeah, I don't have my mouse. I have to do this now. All right, so let's get back to Michael.
Okay, so the Cloud Walker from Victory, and that's the can. Now you remember how the head was at the beginning. It has subsided from 2 fingers down to a thin, still white head, and you're still getting good head retention. And as you shake it up, the lacing is pretty good on the side, and color's a little bit lighter orange than a lot of the typical New England style juicy IPAs. Let me get a nose on it. Oh, by the way, I should tell you a few pertinent facts about it since they are on the side of the can. They use 2-row pale malt and Citra and Mosaic hops in it. Okay.
Very nice.
The nose is citrus and grapefruit, which I guess grapefruit is a citrus fruit. It's kind of like a hop forward kind of smell. You really can't smell the malt at all. And it smells fresh in some way. Let me get a taste on it. You get the citrus on the flavor as well. And if I see it looks like there's good carbonation, but it's almost like the carbonation is not suited, if you know what I mean. So there's carbonation there, but it's not bringing the beer together to me. So what else am I getting? Doesn't taste like 6.8, so I guess you could say that they've masked the alcohol as well. This could be a session beer the way it's going down, so that part doesn't seem to be 6.8. The mouthfeel is medium to, I guess, light to medium, somewhere in between there. And let's get my cheese out. And again, there's the sheep feta. And we will taste some of it. Has kind of an interesting taste. When I first smelled it, kind of the way everybody's describing their smells being pretty strong. It has kind of a strong smell. The taste is actually better than the smell, and it's it's a mild cheese, but it does have a strong taste. Let me take one more piece, and then I'm going to take a shot of the beer and see how it goes together.
I've been thinking about doing feta. I just haven't pulled
Here
the
we go. Actually, the combination is pretty good. It seems like the cheese is picking up the flavor of the IPA in a way. So the combination is good. I guess I could recommend feta cheese with at least certain kinds of IPAs. I don't know if you could do that across the board, but at least with this one, it's going well together. And the carbonation to me could be a little bit more, I don't know how to even describe it. I'd like the carbonation maybe to be more bubbly, to have more intensity in the carbonation, and it might be better. But other than that, I'm enjoying both the beer and the cheese, and I'll have a number when you come back around.
Nice, Mike.
Awesome. Cheers, Mike.
Cheers. All right. Miscellaneous next.
Cheers,
Bingo. Go. Okay.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So for the Fuller's ESB, heads died down, but still got the little ring there. I mean, up front, I get like caramel, like a sweet, like a goddamn, it's like a honey wheat almost. Maybe more like a crust more than just like the middle of bread. It's like this very slight earthy, herbal, herbaceous thing going there. It's a little slight hoppiness, but yeah. Cheers.
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 Man, I like this beer, man. It's always a good one. So yeah, medium body. Like I said, I get caramel, slight toffee, very, very slight herbal hop note. The finish isn't real dry. It's very, very light dry on the back palate. Yeah, it's crisp, it's clean, very tasty. I like it. As for the Belvetano, the Tennessee whiskey, the cheese, yeah, it's reminiscent of like Asiago cheese almost on the nose. Slight nuttiness. Earlier when I first opened it, it almost had like a wood type of smell, like an oaky smell. I don't know if that was from the whiskey or whatever. I was picking up on wood initially. It's kind of dissipated at the moment, but yeah, this is a fairly dry, crumbly cheese. It's been out for a minute, so it's a little more pliable. Yeah, it's tasty cheese.
Jesus.
Yum, 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 yum.
This is good. I like this one. It's got those aged crystals in it. It's almost like a little powdery, pasty mouthfeel, but nutty, very rich. It is greasy, shiny. I like that shit on my shirt. Yeah, and then the finish on it, because I think almost everybody's tried this cheese on panel almost, and they say in the description that you get like a butterscotch type of flavor in this, and I do pick up on that. It's after you eat it and you really let it rest, I really do get like a sweet butterscotch. It's light, it's not overpowering. It's not like eating a Werther's or something like that, but it's there. And accompanying that is that wood. I get like a wood flavor out of this cheese. I don't know what it is. It's just there. So yeah, let's try them together and see what happens. Cheesers.
Cheesers.
Cheers. And the big cheesers for you.
God damn, man, them crystals in there. It's some good ass cheese.
Rattling crystals.
Mm. So it's good. You get that the richness of the cheese, and it's kind of like I said, it's got that kind of like powdery, pasty mouthfeel. The beer washes it right down. I kind of like the toffee with the toffee caramel notes with going with the cheese. They meld well together. What the cheese does to the beer is it brings those hops more forward. It actually, because I mean, this is an ESB, and they're kind of supposed to be in the background and hidden. You're supposed to root around for it. It brings them like up front, and you get a lot more hop and flavor out of this beer than maltiness when you mix it with the cheese, which is interesting, and it doesn't taste bad. So I'm digging it. Thanks for the help, Bumpy. I got with Bumpy last night, and we're like, what do you think would go with that? Because I knew we had the cheese, and this is a tough one to pair.
Oh, nice.
So
Awesome, man.
I asked Bumpy. I didn't totally cheat.
Right on, man.
Cheers,
Thanks,
guys.
man. Cheers.
All right, so from Port Brewing Company out of Santa Monica, California, the Wipeout IPA, 7%. I'm looking online at some of the information here. Let's see. It's brewed to celebrate anyone and everyone who has ever paddled out into the best wave of the day, only to blow it and wipe out in a blaze of glory.
Jeez.
Says our version of a West Coast India Pale Ale brewed in the San Diego style. I've never heard of that. San Diego style? I've never heard of San Diego style Pale Ale, India Pale Ale.
Right.
Wipeout gets its attitude and flavor from Amarillo, Centennial, Cascade, and the CTC hop varietals. And drinking it, I mean, it's got a really good malt profile. If you look at the lacing, I mean, you could do your whole house in the curtains. I mean, that's how good the malt profile is. The nose, whenever you use bittering hops like Centennial, this is what they use because it's the highest AA that they had, and you wouldn't want to use Amarillo, Cascade, or CTZ hops at all for any of the bittering hops. So they had to use Centennial. Centennial gives off kind of an off floral. And if you use it in an IPA, you got to be real careful with it because if you use too much, that floralness will take over the aroma hops, and that's exactly what's happened in this case. It's like a bitter flower is what it's like. I mean, it's a sweet bitter flower. Well, the sweetness is coming from the malts, but the hop profile is very in your face. And it just doesn't ring very well in my nose. So I don't know. I guess it might be the San Diego style. I don't know. Who knows? Like I said, it's a 7% ABV. I don't know how old this is too. So some of the bitterness profile may have fallen out, and maybe it's an off flavor that's starting to happen. There's no born on dating. There's no best to drink by date or anything on there. Availability is year round. It's got a great color. I mean, it's a great golden honey, kind of going into a caramel color. As you saw, the effervescence. I mean, the bubbles in here are light to medium. It's just can't get over that flower note that's in there. It kind of like it kind of takes it away. I think that they're trying to do something different, and it's their year-round beer, so it must be good when it's fresh. But let's go in for a taste. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
It's got a really good bitterness to it. It's got this little off flavor in there. It's kind of like, when they talk about, the first thing comes to mind is like beechwood, like a Coors Light with the beechwood taste that's in there. it's there. The bitterness is great. I mean, it's a great IPA from the standpoint of the bitterness, but there's just like this little off flavor that like kind of throws the whole thing not completely out of the window, but pretty close. I don't know what they did with this thing. I think the mix of the hops may have been bad. I think that's probably what happened.
Oh, no.
It's not a Hams.
No, I've been messing trying to get my camera set up for 15 minutes. But anyhow, I'm here, man. I'm in the panel.
Cool. Cheers, up.
I mean,
Cheers.
This isn't a
Cheers.
horrible beer. It's not a horrible beer whatsoever. It's just I think what they were trying to go after, they didn't quite hit it on the mark. I've had a lot of IPAs that are my favorite style of beer. Pale ales are my favorite style of beer. And I think they hit the bitterness properly where you get that shock at the beginning and then on the end it leaves the sides of your tongue and the back of your palate very bittered out, which is great. It's not a hop bomb at all. The IBUs on this, does it show? No, they didn't even put it on here. I bet you this is upwards between 85 and 90 on the hop profile. So it's up there. It's really up there. The malt profile, it balances out with the hops. It's just I think they had the wrong hop varieties where they didn't get what they were going after, unless that's what they were going after. But okay,
Excuse me, I didn't catch the name of it. What was the name of that beer?
Hold on, I threw it on the floor.
Huh?
Wipeout from Port Brewing Company out of Santa Monica, California. 7%. It does hide the ABV very well, though. Okay, for the cheese, I have the Yancey Fancy horseradish. It's a New York style cheese with the horseradish in it. One thing, I've had it before on here, and it's a very good cheese from the standpoint of they didn't overdo it with the horseradish, which usually happens with horseradish cheese. Usually they'll inundate it with so much damn horseradish that you can almost not eat it because it's so hot. You know what I mean? But this one, they balanced it out with the cheddar cheese and just made it where it just goes with itself. I mean, it's like a it's like a good creamy ice cream. You know what I mean? It's that kind of melding. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm just getting my shit opened up.
Bon appetit, Thrash.
So this really breaks down quickly in the mouth. It's drying out a little bit, so it takes a little bit longer than it was, but very good creaminess. Like I said, they balanced the cheddar and the horseradish out where the horseradish isn't taking over. So very, very nice. Let's go ahead and blend these guys. The reason why I got the IPA is I was going to see what it did with the horseradish, but I have a feeling that it's going to hopefully subdue some of this, hopefully the bad part of the hop in here. So
Horseradish is good for you.
Mm-hmm.
It clears your blood. It's supposed to clear your blood. Whatever the hell that means.
Well, it didn't take that taste away. They do go together, though. I think the cheddar part of the cheese really helps with the malt profile come forward. The horseradish plays well with the bittering with it. I think you still get the bitterness that comes through because the horseradish is low enough in the cheese. It gives a place for the hop profile to go for that bitterness. They don't destroy each other from the palate. It actually helps subdue the back bitterness as the beer goes down. But they do play well. Even the aftertaste is very very pleasing. These actually go together. Let me think about this. Let me chew on it. And,
Awesome.
We'll see what happens. I'm surprised.
Nice, man. That's great, dude. Thank you. Cool. Glad that worked. Cheers, Bumpy. Thank you, Brian.
I feel like I'm at a bar right now, staying on the tacky floor.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
I'm going to go ahead and start with the beer first. The aromas on this.
Can you show it again, Bumpy, please? I didn't catch the name of it either. I was screwed up. I can't. I can't read it anymore.
Yeah, it's got a lot of that oak smokiness. There's a bit of a fruit blend, like kind of apple and kind of darker fruits, maybe cherry and stuff like that coming through. But still quite a bit of smokiness. On the flavors,
I bet you get a smokiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a. It's like there's like really no carbonation, and I mean it's 10 years old in the bottle, so it's pretty much flat at this point. Kind of a light body feel to it, probably because it's so flat. There is that smokiness. Yes, Ron, you're correct. So oaky.
I mean, is it good?
smokiness.
Is it good or is it bad because it's flat? I mean, is it
I
just
think it would be
natural
better
version?
if it was fresher than 10 years old.
Really?
Yeah, I mean 8% ABV. Can't taste that. Can't detect the ABV. Yeah, it's just kind of. It's got some like brown bread type notes for it. A little bit of that fruitiness. I'd say some caramel type flavors. But the dominant thing is definitely the oak smokiness right up front, foremost with this.
Where is it from?
Germany. I'm not going to read the name of the brewery because I can't pronounce it. It's all like
I'm a tough row at it, huh?
Yeah, but the cheese anyway. So I cut off some of the outside band there and made them better. But I'll show you this chunk of cheese. I mean, it's loaded with the hot peppers all throughout it. So
Yeah, that's
plenty of hot peppers in it. The aromas on the cheese. You get the Gouda. It's not. When I first opened up the package, I picked up like the scent of the smoke, and it was a pretty like kind of hickory type smoke coming off. And I'm not sure if it's from the smokiness of the beer that's now dominating the smoke I was getting off this, or just because it's been released out of the package and it's had time to dissipate into the air. You know, kind of like doing a Dutch oven to your wife or something, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, the little hint of that kind of hickory smoke off the cheese, but it's not like when I first opened that package, like I said. But
Dip it in the beer, it'll probably taste smokier. dip it in a beer.
No, this is a pretty soft Gouda, and as I'm eating it, it's creamy. It's almost like those crystals, but there's a lot of saltiness to this, and the jalapenos come up nice and give it a heat. This tastes pretty damn close. Like if you got it's that cheese dip with the jalapenos and all that stuff, like Tostitos cheese dip. It's kind of something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I would say it's a close resemblance with the like once it melts in your mouth and everything. So this has a bit more heat to it. Yeah, but yeah, it's like little salty crystals throughout, just adding salt. But yeah, you get some of the pepper flavor, the jalapeno pepper flavor, and some of the heat off of it. The heat does linger, but yeah, it's like little salty crystals throughout, which you're getting that nice kind of slightly smoky Gouda sensation, and then bam, salt crystal, bam, salt crystal, oh, pepper, heat. All right.
Damn,
No, it's damn good cheese. So, like I said, to best describe it, it's like that Frito cheese dip stuff.
Oh, nice.
Crystals.
The queso type thing.
Yeah, the queso with the peppers and stuff.
Is it helping with your acid reflux?
Oh, I've been sitting here not eating this so far. Also because there is a lot of heat off this, and I was trying to let that dissipate before taking a drink of the beer because the beer is kind of weak in flavor.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Little flavor crystals of joy.
It does pair well together. The beer kind of brings that smokiness back. The cheese is kind of lacking a little bit. And then the salt. You get that salt, and then you get the heat that kind of rises up after being washed away. It rises right back up. But yeah, the salt and this cheese cuts right through the beer. But I mean, that smokiness just blends really well with the cheese. And this beer was already kind of, it had some lackluster flavors. I think it would have been better. Also, I think with carbonation, I think that would have helped with, pronouncing some of the flavors onto the palate. Just having little sparkles or something.
Sparkle Supreme. Queen.
Sparkle Supreme. So I'll get back to you with what I think on each individual and then the combo. Cheers.
Right on, man. Cheers.
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 Cheers and beers.
Howdy.
Uh-oh. Who's coming in the house now? Who made it to the party?
Some random asshole.
Oh, shit.
So for the Kakana, probably didn't say that right. Port wine, spreadable cheese. That's what she looks like. She's gripping well. Almost looks like ground beef.
Or like yams.
It's already yams. Yeah, the lighting's not picking up right.
Sweet potato yam.
It looks like yams.
Yeah, let me change my lighting real quick.
Hey, that rhymes with hams. Oh, you better have a ham.
Okay, that might be a little. That's
Yams
a little
and
bit
yams.
better with that lighting.
Yeah,
Okay,
there you
it's
go.
better lighting. All right. It's orange in color with almonds. Cuts easily. It was easy to cut it. Nice little bite-sized pieces. It's a little squishy and spreadable. Check the aroma. Nutty. It's sticking in my hand, by the way. I'm not holding it. Nutty, fruity. Cheddarish. Getting that cheese in there, too.
Did you wash your hands?
Oops.
Where they been, man? Where that man been?
You don't want to know.
Put
All
on
right.
some corn.
Let's give it a taste. Tangy, fruity, nutty, melty. It's perfect to spread on a bagel like cream cheese. I'm not talking about Philadelphia. As for my beer, all right, I know Seth didn't see it. It is Odell Brewing Company's Cellar Series, and he's still not seeing it. Fruit raspberry creek sour, aged
I dropped
in
my goddamn
oak
phone.
barrels. Oh God, you dropped your phone. This is what the beer looks like. Very nice looking. Yeah, fuck, I forgot what they're called. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Lambic. So look at Lambic. It is Lambic. All right. Color red, wine color with small head. It's still holding the head a little bit, which I'm happy about. Red hues in the head. Quickly dissipates, leaves a little bit of a line left. Not much. Little layer. The aroma. Tart. Raspberries are there. Cherries. Sour. Heavenly. Cheers. Let's give her a taste.
Cheers, Chadeo.
Cheers.
Muted.
Yeah, you were. Follows the nose and has a great lasting balance. Flavor, tartness. Sticks around for a perfect amount of time. Not too long, not too short. Just left my mouth now. Kind of combine them. Let's grab the cheese and cheesers.
Cheeser.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yum yum.
Yum, yum, yum. Gotta move my mouse to see my notes.
Oh,
Combine.
you say you're cheating. You're cheating. You can't do it off the cup, huh? Shit.
These are my notes I was writing as I was waiting. Handwritten notes. Brings out the cheese and part wine flavors along with the cherry and raspberry from the beer. But the tartness disappears like that. I believe the almond flavor is messing with that, doing something to it. I think the savoriness overpowers the tartness. I'll have numbers next time around. Cheers!
Cheers. All right,
Cheers,
man.
Cheers, man.
Dirty
All
glass.
right. Right on. We got
Hello. I see I'm on. I'm gonna pair a beer and a what do you call it? A version of a cheese that was created in the same area of the world. Okay, and that area of the world is like
America.
East Germany. I'm hooked on this Verna scooter. Yeah, I paid $6.99 for 12 11.2 ounce bottles from my local Aldi's. And what was strange, I'm going to be upset if they don't have some more in stock because
Running
I
out.
bought the last 2 6-packs they had. So there's the crack. Yeah, we got some smoke laying down. There
Oh,
it
you
is.
ruined
The
it.
neck of the bottle. But there it is. Verna Gruner. It's the only independent company that Aldi's buys from. Everything else is contract brewing. But there's already some in the glass. Let me just top it off. Here we go. Keep going. There we go. There's a perfect pour.
That's a professional.
There's a perfect pour for you. If I get closer, you can see the effervescence coming out of this beverage. But I'm hooked on this stuff. I started to think about it, which I shouldn't do, and I don't do it often. But between this and Grolsch, I got to give Grolsch just a tad higher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just a tad. It's better. Especially in the presentation of the bottle when you open up that Grolsch. If you get it right, that goddamn ceramic thing spins. It's plastic now.
That's why
It
they hit it
spins.
with metal so it doesn't hit you in the face.
It's got. But it depends on. You got to get it just right for that to do it, man. When you get it, that's a beautiful presentation. You crack that lid comes off and it spins, man. Real quick, pour it right down the glass. But anyhow,
Yeah.
I got this cheese. What do you want to do? Let me sip this. We're gonna give things later, but I've done this before. You know, it's that you get that noble hops. The noble hops, they're probably using Saz and Hallertau, and you know the yeast. I don't know how they captured it back in the day, you know, but they kept breeding their own strain of yeast. So, and then they pumped their water. I got to look it back up. I can't remember. They've had a fire, which all breweries do. And most breweries, if you look in the history, they've had a fire. It's just you got the heat under the boiler. You got the fucking hay and yeast and shit. You know, all the dust from the barley malt. You know what they use is a fire waiting to happen. But that's a common thing in breweries. But they have a very good product here. Very good. Their water source, I think it's either 3 miles, 3 kilometers, or 20 kilometers is where they pump this soft water into their brewery. Hell, 95% of beer is water.
Heck yeah.
You know?
Cheers, man.
So it depends on your water source. Well, with the filtration systems they have now, they can control exactly what they want that water to be. You don't think Budweiser has controls and different shit coming out of the Mississippi River? Fuck.
Mississippi River.
And that's where it's coming from. It's St. Louis. It comes right by the Mississippi River. Fuck. That's where it's coming from.
We drink trout pea here from the cruise.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I'm pairing it tonight. I It's private selection Swiss from Kroger's. Yeah, I didn't get it chunked. I just got it sliced because I got some good roast
Yeah,
beef.
holes in yours. Take it back. Replace it.
Yeah, dude. Something's wrong. Oh, God.
How was that one, fellas?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tear it in half. You know, it looks just like, if you've ever seen fresh milk come out of a cow and let it sit for a little while, the cream comes to the head. That's what killer that cream is. Yeah, that cream looks just like that. The butter fat. My nephew on my wife's side of the family, he raised dairy cattle, and he had some of the highest milk fat, the fat content, milk fat, and that's what made good ice cream. If you want good ice cream, ask him what the fat content is of. It should be up around, it's usually around 12. Good ice cream goes up to about 14% milk fat.
You're right.
I used to sell that shit. I used to sell flavorings, all the flavorings for ice cream, hard ice cream. You know, not that twisty, twirl, soft slurp shit in a machine. You know, the old Taylor ice cream machines.
Yeah.
Hey, let me teach you how to put a swirl on the ice cream cone. There you go, sir. You want another? But anyhow, I'm getting off the subject. This cheese, this private selection, creamy mouthfeel. You know, you get a little. All Swiss cheese to me is like dry. You know, you get a little bit of a slight bitiness because of the dryness. But what's baffles you is because it's actually a flexible cheese. You know, it's not hard. You know, I've had hard Swiss cheese, but this. Yeah, you're picking up some, I'd say some kind of nuttiness, you know, some kind of nuttiness.
Nuts.
Because really, I didn't get it cut big enough to really give it a sniff. But no, good, creamy, nutty taste. It'd go good on any sandwich. I mean, I can't think of a sandwich that was made would be good with this cheese. So I'll give you a rating on it. You can move on.
Nice.
Thanks for having me on, fellas. Hey,
nice. Thanks for being here. All right. Cool. Hey, thanks, Squirt STD. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Hey, thanks, Ron. Good.
Yeah, I'm cool, man. We're cool beer, man. We be all right.
All right, cool. So this cheese is like really bad. I need to get it out of here. Like, let's get this over with. Oh, quick. I'm gonna hide it in my cooler. But Singleton's a double glitch, whatever, a glove tester. Hand blended
Gloucester cheese.
Gloucester cheese. Go ask Jesse. Cheese. Hand blended with chive and onion, yeah. So it's really stinky like socks. But the chive like takes over. Like it's a breakable cheese. It just kind of crumbles. Let's smelling it real quick. Yeah, the chive's coming through. It's kind of like a creamy cheese.
How long was it aged for, beer man?
I don't know. Let's
that
see.
long.
Doesn't say. It's a new cheese. It's not aged very long, I don't think.
So it's new age.
Usually those drier cheeses are aged.
Maybe they just didn't say anything.
Yeah, I just didn't disclose it.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I apologize.
That's all right. Yeah. A little bit of a saltiness in it, though. There's a little creamy, cow milky kind of thing going on. The chive is pretty chive and what else was in that? I'm getting onions. Yeah, the onion, chive and onions. I look back at everything. All right, let's eat it. I'm gonna do little bites because I'm scared. Oh, come on, man. This is a weird one. I can't handle it, dude. Like, it's so gross, dude. This is disgusting. It is disgusting.
What,
cheese.
the mouthfeel or the taste?
Oh, just eat it.
The texture of it is gritty It's not that though. It's the same aromas and flavors as the sock. And the oh god,
I never ate a sock before.
Don't swallow. Don't swallow.
I'm gonna swallow.
He's gonna
No,
throw.
don't swallow. Don't swallow. Spit that shit out, man.
That's swallow.
Fuck.
It's
Food
salty.
poison.
It's creamy. Actually, it tastes like macaroni.
Ah,
It tastes like macaroni. Like I had the macaroni with the cheese, like a homemade macaroni, not like Kraft, not like that powdered cheese stuff you put in milk and butter. It tasted like a real like curdly kind of macaroni and cheese. It's not bad once it goes down. I'm glad I swallowed that, but it's really bad in the mouth. It's really bad, like as you're chewing it. It's really bad.
does that make it enjoyable?
I think that's what she said. Moment.
It's weirdly enjoyable,
Like,
actually.
like eating hot wings. That son of a bitch was so fucking bad on. Yeah, why you even put your body through that?
It's
Yeah.
very greasy. It's super greasy.
Dude,
Like
dude.
I should have had a pale or some kind of West Coast for this. This ain't gonna do it with the Cambridge Bitter. So this is a Cambridge Bitter. I accidentally tasted it I was gonna wait, but I thought it was my side beer, and I ended up spitting it out in a can. I'm really having a bad day today, man. I don't know what's going on. Bad choices. Machine House Brewery. They're out of Seattle. It's a Cambridge Bitter, so it's an English bitter, basically. 3.6, something like that. 3.8.
What?
3.8. Yeah, it's Utah style, man. So even
I wouldn't buy it.
than hams.
I wouldn't buy that product just because of that reason.
It's
That's
got
why I don't buy. That's why I don't buy Busch Light. You know, Busch Light's down to like the old 3.2 beer when you were 18 years old.
right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mine was I forgot what I had when I was Rolling Rock was what I used to drink when I was younger.
Yeah. Well, it is 4.7, I think. 4.7.
Yeah. 4, 7, 6 or something. Yeah. So this has got it's warm. I mean, it's definitely English pub style warmth of the room kind of warmness. There's no head at all. It didn't pour a head. Very flat looking. It's warm right now. It's probably 60 degrees right now. It's got a haze to it, more of a chill haze kind of haziness. Yeah, I was smelling it though. It's got a honey. It's got a honey with a kind of an orange blossom honey or something like that.
Oh, Orange Blossom Special, Johnny Cash.
Yeah, it's got
That's a good song, man. That's a good song.
It has a distinct honey smell to it, aroma, but it also has it's sweet kind of sweetness, and it has a kind of a caramel edge on it, I guess. It's floral. It smells catty. There's a cattiness though too. There's kind of a cat pissy kind of thing going on. All right,
Old woman's perfume smells like cat piss to me.
probably
You're behind somebody. I can't even stand behind somebody at the grocery store if the bitch smells like that. It's so bad. I got to get away. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
What to get away?
Yeah, so good beer. So far, it seems like it's fitting apart, I guess, for a bitter style, but for an English bitter style. Let's go ahead and drink this, man.
Cheers, beer man.
It's very light, obviously, very light, watery, mouthfeel. Yeah, body is like I said, light. It's got a little bitterness in the back, though. It does have a noble hop bitterness kind of thing going on in the back, but it's very sessionable. Obviously, 3.8. It's wet. But it's got a nice dryness. It actually has a good enough body for the 3.8 though, which is surprising. It's wet, but it's got some functionality.
It's an afternoon beer. It's an afternoon beer.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and it tastes good warm. Actually, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's an afternoon beer.
All right, I'm gonna tackle another piece of this and spare it.
Uh-oh. I hope you don't gag and puke on our show.
No,
Or your show. Excuse me, it's your own show. Don't puke on your shirt. It's your own show.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
dude.
his beard will catch most of it.
Oh, fuck.
It's a filter. It acts like a filter.
There
It's
you
that
go.
Irish moss shit that people talk about filtering their beer with.
Yeah,
Irish moss.
just get
This
some of that
fucking
medicine
terrible.
up in you to take that down. There you go.
All right.
Man, that don't even look good on the show.
Hey, at least he's wearing his glasses still.
Oh,
What you do? What'd you do? Squirt Elmer's glue and chewing on it, or what?
well, no.
Might be better.
What this did was watered it down, washed it away, got rid of the bad flavors, and I didn't even
You get
I
the
got a
thumbs
little
up
bit-
for that. Thumbs
I get
up
a
for
little-
that.
like a little bit of a buttery macaroni in the back, kind of still, but it did wash it away a bit. It's a little that wet, watery feel is really nice drinkable. It's drinkable, and that's the most important thing. You know, it is a
Yeah.
drinkable beer, so it's
But
not
stuff
terrible.
to buy if you ain't gonna drink it.
The cheese ain't eatable though. Let me tell you, it's not on its own. Put it with something. I don't know. It's nutty. It's a nutty cheese, but it's got like it's a naughty cheese. It's a nutty stocky cheese. Yeah. So not bad. Kind of weird. I'm not really happy with this pairing this week, but that's all right. That's what we all find out. That's how it goes. You know, that's how we do it. So all right,
Sometimes
cool.
you get it, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna move us to. Let's go ahead and go to this one, and I'll move us around. What was Michael first? Yeah, Michael was first. Miscellaneous was there, and Brian was next, and then Bumpy, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, Chadeo ahead of Sutton. You got it now.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, so go ahead and do your thing.
Okay,
And then
so-
shout yourself out. Yeah.
Mr. Sutton, you didn't see earlier in the show, Victory Cloud Walker IPA at 6.8 from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. And I
Put
paired
him
it.
up on the big screen. He's not on the big screen.
No.
We do this on the small
Yeah,
screen, giving
Yeah,
our
we do it on a
scores
small screen.
Just at the end. Yeah.
just at the end. And it was paired with a sheep feta cheese, which I've consumed all of it, so I can't show it anymore. The cheese was better than the beer, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. I'm giving this Cloud Walker a 90, which is my lowest A-, and I'm giving the cheese a 94. So I'm guessing that if you combine them, it would be a combination of about 92 on the combination, somewhere in the middle. Very good. It's not like I wouldn't drink this beer again. It's just it was a carbonation issue for me. It needed more carbonation.
If it was free,
You know, the flavors were good.
Yeah, free of carbonation.
if free,
It didn't have enough carbonation,
free wooey.
but that's where it's at.
That'd be it. That'd be it.
Awesome.
Where you
Well, that
be
was
at?
still a good score. It was a great score. The great scores there. So.
Anything you want to shout out, Michael?
I don't have my own station, so I'll be appearing on everybody's station.
So just
from time
shout.
to
Just
time.
go. Ah!
Did you vote, Michael? Did you vote?
I
Yeah.
voted,
Good.
Cool.
and someday
All right,
Bumpy,
that's
Grisette will be there, but maybe not this week.
Oh yeah, it'll
One of
get
these
there.
days we're gonna try that thing.
My mouth
That's
like water by the time it does. Yeah.
All right, so I guess down to me, huh? Yeah, the cheese I had, that the Bellavitano Tennessee whiskey cheese. I liked it. It's not necessarily a table cheese. I think it earns a spot on a charcuterie board for sure. I don't know if I just would want to sit down and mac down on a whole wedge of that. I'd like some variety, but it's pretty it's pretty good. Like I said, I liked it. It was savory, a little sweet. Like I said, I liked that. I don't know what it was. I was just picking up like oak, like cask in the cheese. There was some woodiness in there. I don't know how to really explain it. And like I said, that at the end, the finish on the cheese, you got that little butterscotch note in there, which not a lot of people picked up on. I got it. Cheese is good. I'd score it at a 95. I mean, all those Bellavitano cheeses, they're really good cheeses. I mean, Not bad.
What's the brand name on that? What brand?
Here, give me 1 second.
He's trying to find it in the trip. Which bottle is it?
Satori.
Satori.
Satori. Yeah.
Oh, Satori, yeah.
Satori brand, but it's they're Belvitano.
Yeah,
Cheese.
Right.
Belvitano.
But this is their
Satori, like a Browning shotgun. Satori, CIT.
SATORI. Right there.
AIOU.
Sartori, yeah.
Huh.
Tori.
I'm gonna have to look for that.
All right.
Camera
And
work
for the Fullers ESB, this shit's fantastic. You can't lose, man. I like a good malt bomb. This brings it to the table. I think that this, for the being classified as an ESB, that this is a world-class beer, and I'm gonna put it at, I think, a
100, 100, 100.
I'm gonna put it at a 97. It's really good.
Good beer.
Top-notch beer.
Good beer.
I like the maltiness. The hops are nice and mellow, but see, the pairing with the cheese was good because the cheese is kind of, like I said, dry and it's a little bit powdery. And
Mention your pairing again. What were the two? The beer's name, and the cheese name.
Fuller's ESB, 5.9%, with the Satori Belvitano Tennessee whiskey cheese.
Tennessee whiskey cheese. I'm gonna have to look for that.
Yeah. Like I said, the mouthfeel on the cheese, it's a bit powdery and pasty, but the beer melds that. It smooths that right out. And I like the fact that cheese brings the hops forward in that beer and it makes them more predominant. Because in ESB, you're supposed to have to hunt and root around to find those hops because it's a malty beer. It pulls them forward, it makes them more pronounced, more dominant, and it was actually nice to get the note out of this particular beer. Pairing-wise, 99. It's fantastic.
People in the old times, when they didn't have no form of transportation other than their friggin' legs. It ain't walk from village to village. It almost reminds you of the scene in The Godfather, But they sit down and they take a 2-3 hour lunch, sit down and drink some wine or drink some beer, eat their preserved meats that were all locally processed, their cheeses, And then people socialize. That's how they did. You're going back in the 1700s, 1700s. Here, try this beer. We made it here. It's like, here, try Thrash Metal's beer. Oh yeah, you got some cheese to go with that? Oh sure, yeah. Show your hospitality to travelers.
And
but
miscellaneous beer reviews, and I'm going to be doing a collaboration. I'm going to do a beer review with Last Beer, Mr. Josh Abrams, here shortly. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Thank you for having me, Beer Man. Cheers, everybody.
Thank you, man. Cheers.
Hey, man. Good time with you. Thanks for coming on.
All right, Thrash, right on.
Yeah, cheers. This beer's growing on me a bit. When I first started drinking it, it just didn't taste right, or the aroma was kind of off from the hops itself. It may be the yeast too. Who knows? But I've had quite a few sips on it. You can't tell, can you? 7%.
No.
It's actually not too bad right now. I think it's because the IBUs in it is high enough where it's kind of makes your tongue a little numb on the taste and your nose palate, So it's actually, I'll give it an 89, not quite an A. It's there. It's a very floral IPA. I don't know what San Diego style is, but whatever it is. You have to have a couple before it really starts to taste good. So cheers on that.
Cheers.
as for the cheese, the horseradish, Yancey Fancy horseradish, which is a New York cheddar cheese with horseradish in it. Good. This is a 95.96. So really good cheese. Together, they don't blow each other out of the water at all. They actually complement each other, and I'm really happy with the combination. And I think together they get at least a 93.
That's good. That's a very good score.
Hey, Mike, I think you're echoing a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's
Good pairing. Good pairing, man. Good pairing.
so. As for shout outs, just to let everybody know, I've been contacted by Terrell and Horse Rescue. My wife and I and other all of us long-term volunteers, we're actually going to be on PBS.
Oh, really?
We're
Let us know. Give us a shout out. Let us know when and where.
So, don't know yet. They're filming right now. What's happening is they're getting a huge grant for the rescue itself, and
That's great. Here's to you.
It's a place called Horse Plus Humane, and they're going to be doing a PBS special with it, and they're going to be out at Terrellins for like a few months. They'll be out there like a couple weekends every month for a few months.
They Thrash. I'm sorry. They just did a rescue down at that island off of North Carolina. What's that island? Has them wild horses? And they just brought some of them back across.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
Back
about.
across the bay.
I know what you're talking about. But yeah,
The hell's the name of that?
they're getting a huge grant, and there's other things that are changing there that I can't say anything about. But let's just say that it's going to be more focused here shortly, hopefully for them, for the Allen family. So Terry is her last name's Allen, but that's happening, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Really happy with summertime's coming around. You know, barbecues, the barbecue stuff's going to start happening big time now. Yeah, it's going to start getting hot and all that. Shout outs to everybody on the panel.
Hey, Thrash, we should have a group review. Everybody do a group review and cook that 3-2-1 method and give a review.
You'd be on that panel.
I'm sure you'll be right on it. You'll take care of that for us. You set up a date and time. And we'll do that 3-2-1 rip.
Yeah, it's if you can have everyone has a smoker. That's the issue. A lot of people have grills, so
they got a grill. Most people have a Weber.
right.
Oh, I got 3 of them underneath my fucking porch. I got 3 Webers underneath my fucking porch.
I know that.
Plus, I got a Brinkman's Turbo. That torpedo looking smoker. I got one I've never been used.
Let's get through this because Miscellaneous he's got a date tonight, so we can do this real quick. So if we can get through this, and then at the end we'll have the after party, and I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Bumpy.
Miscellaneous or Bumpy, yeah.
Mr. Bumpy.
Well, first off, Thrash, before you get filmed on PBS, make sure you put your hair in a ponytail. Congratulations.
It will be. I always wear a ponytail out there with my ball cap. I might even buy a freaking cowboy hat for that.
Nice.
What do you think?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Cowboys. I love Cowboy football.
All right. Well, the cheese. I'm going to start with the cheese.
Where are my horses?
The cheese. It's a really nice smoked Gouda. It had more of that smokiness fresh out of the package, and I'm not sure if it's because of the beer I chose, which outdid it in smokiness. But smelled phenomenal out of the package. I think that the flavor itself from the cheese, from the Gouda, is nice. You get a little bit of that kind of smokiness. You get that, I don't know, like the kind of soft Gouda type flavor, maybe sweet nuttiness, whatever the Gouda usually tastes like.
Nice.
But then, and the jalapenos come through nice. It says on the back of the package hot peppers, and then on the front it says jalapenos, and there was various colors. So I'm yellow, orange, green, red. So I guess there's various colors of jalapeno. I knew about green and red, but all the other colors I didn't. The heat's nice. It's not overly done. It's got a good spiciness to it. the salt, the little salt crunchies in there. It's at that point where it's like it's good with the salt, but it's almost to the point where it's overly done with the salt. Like it's just that fine line of one more flavor crystal of salt, and it might be over the limit. It's almost like drinking bacon grease with all the salt that's left. But for the most part, very flavorful. But because of the salt, I am going to knock it down a little bit. I'm going to say it's a 95 out of 100. Everything else was very nice with the cheese. The beer, I'm going to have to say, first off, I'll say if it's fresh, I think this had some good aromas and stuff to it. I think the flavors were a little bit dulled down from being aged so long, and also like zero carbonation on the palate. Anyways, I mean, it flew out of the bottle like it was well carbonated, but the beer, I would say fresh, is probably like a 98. But from what I had, I'm going to deduct a point for each age. So I'm going to say it's an 88 out of 100 for what I had. So, not something, I mean, I think like maybe 5-6 years, probably pushing it. With this one, I think it would probably be at its peak by then. 10 years is a bit much for it, from my experience with this one bottle. The pairing, though, together, it was perfect. It worked excellent together with the cheese and the beer. Yeah, the smokiness from the beer amplified what the cheese should have had in it. So I'm not muted, right? Okay, cool. But yeah, that's that. And then let's see, shout outs type stuff. I want to thank Thrash once again for doing the After Dark beers. I watched that today. Did a great job. So now I got Miscellaneous has done that once. Thrash has done it once.
I did Multi Monday.
Oh, you did Multi Monday? Okay. I'm just trying to see who I can pass my channel stuff off to when I'm tired of doing it. Like, all right, I don't want to do anymore. You take it over. So you guys did a great job. The After Dark beers will be back on my channel this upcoming Sunday. So bring a dark beer. Everybody's welcome as long as you bring a dark beer. The Multi Monday poll is out right now. You can find it on Beer Man's community page. Yeah. And also you can find it on the in the description of the last Multi Monday video, which was blonde and golden nails. I haven't had too much to drink today. I can remember that. Holy shit. So yeah, you can find that poll there. It comes down tomorrow night. That'd be Wednesday. Miscellaneous. Tomorrow's Wednesday. And the polling stops at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So get out there and vote for that to get whatever beer you'd like to see on the next upcoming Multi Monday. And Michael, tomorrow a video comes out from a beer from your town. I'm sure you've heard of KCBC.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I got a brew coming out tomorrow from that. So
Be interesting because it's very available here. It's about 4 miles from my house.
Yeah, I got the beach zombie.
Okay, I'll be.
I think that's what kicked off my acid reflux today.
Be interested in seeing that.
The cheese is miracle cheese though. I thought that eating the jalapeno, the spicy, was going to kill me. It actually got rid of my acid reflux. So,
Yay!
Cool. All right, passing it off to.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Like
So
Teaspoon of baking soda and water. Take a teaspoon of baking soda, put it in water, stir it up.
Totally agree.
They don't cure it. They don't take care of you.
So tonight is a mix between good and bad. So let's start out with the bad. This cheese, and this cat next to me is about to jump up. This cheese, was not a fan of it. I don't think the nuts with the port wine flavor went together well at all. I'm probably going to just chuck the rest of this because not even my cats will touch it. And that's rare for me on beer and cheese. So the cheese, I'm actually giving it a very, I like the style. It's just the flavor wasn't good. I'm still scoring at a 68, which I probably should not, but hey, I'm a nice guy. So I think
not quite a 69, huh?
No, not quite a 69. These
Yeah.
nuts didn't do it to me. So I'll pour the rest of the good in the glass. I think I paid $4.79 for a single bottle of this. So it's a little pricey in my book for one bottle, but Odell Freak Raspberry Cherry Sour Oak aged in barrels. It's right here. It's the last of it. Very good tart beer. Glug, glug, glug. Ooh, now see, it made me salivate and drool all over myself. That's how good this beer is. This beer is a 98. The cherry, the raspberries, the tart, the sour all go together very well in this beer. I don't know if too many people can find this in their area, but if you can, I would say pick up a bottle and enjoy it yourself. Now the combination.
What store did you buy that from? What was the name of it?
Just a local liquor store, Chambers Liquors. Yeah. So Chambers Liquors, I got it at for $4.79. Combination is all right. Just kind of average. Some things worked with it. A lot of things didn't. Some have given an average score of an 80 combined. I will not combine these two together. I wish I had a better cheese to combine this with because I don't know the next time I'll be able to pick one up. So it happens. The beer at least saved the night for me. That's for a shout out tomorrow. Food review of a local hot dog place called, oh shit, what are they called? Biker Gyms. Based out of Denver, they have a food truck that goes around. So I did have a specialty brought. You have to watch it, check it out yourself tomorrow. It was very interesting what they put into it, but it was very delightful. So check that out. Also, I don't want a bag of garbage sent my way. Shout out to STD, Square Table Degenerate. Shout out to Joey. He found me everywhere I went over the weekend. There he was, right behind me, or I was right behind him. So, cheers, buddy. Don't you send me garbage.
Oh shit! Nice. Oh yeah, dude. Cool. Sut. Hey, what's
Yeah.
up? Man? It's all you.
I'm just topping off another one of these awareness schooners.
Thanks, Chadeo. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I was swirling around. There we go.
It's a German hams.
I am. It is. I enjoy it immensely. I ever since I found it, I've keep on coming back to it. Yeah, it's an affordable price for a high quality product. Like I say, I've been thinking on it for a while between this and Grolsch, and I'll give a nod to the Grolsch, but for the price advantage, this I could drink this for the rest of my life and not get tired of it. Now, for the cheese, I bought that, I think they call it private selection. Private selection. Yeah, it's just a commercial grade Swiss cheese, same formula. I live real close to Amish country, okay? And they make it's a small eye, it's called Alpine Alpa. Alpine, ALPA, Alpine Alpa. And this guy did it Swiss. And there's another one, what do you call them? I used to call them creameries. You know, where they make cheese and shit. I think it's called a creamery.
Yeah.
But this other one, this baby Swiss called Ginsburg. I mean, this stuff's, it's great. It's phenomenal. Amish people making it from scratch, you know. But this is a commercial product. It's produced by Kroger's. It's called Private Selection. Private Selection. It's actually better because I took some of them slices out and left them on a plate. And hell, we've been on for an hour and a half now. And the air got to it and gave it a little bit of stiffness. You know, got a little bit of dryness on the outside of the slice, which improves the flavor. It's just good. It's good. I mean, you get the creamery, buttery notes. I pick up some nuts. I can't describe what species of nuts it is. I'm just one nut in a bag of assorted. You know what I mean? But yeah, nice on the tongue. I'm going to give a little swallow of this Varnish-Gruner and see how it pairs with it. And we get a little bit more in my mouth.
Oh, I thought you did that
Here's
already.
Chadeo. Let's see what it takes. See what how it finishes. Oh, I mean that's it's gonna. You want me to give my score now? I'm going to give it.
Yeah. Go with
The cheese is the cheese is a 94. I've had better, like I say, that Ginsberg and the other stuff. The cheese is a 94. The beer, I mean, you couldn't pick a better beer to wash that shit down with because this is I'm gonna leave a little bit of room, but it's a 97. I don't give too many beers a 97, but that's a 97. Yep. So together in harmony, we're gonna give it a 95.
95, not bad.
95 for the pairing. Yeah. I mean, it's just a cracker might have pushed it up a little higher.
Yeah.
I always I put saltines with Swiss, saltine crackers with Swiss, but Ritz crackers with cheddar.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. Stay by that, and it always tastes good.
Ritz and cheddar is good, yeah.
Yeah, Ritz and cheddar and saltines and Swiss.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, but yeah, I like some crackers with mine.
Yeah, I like Craig.
You know what I got? Let me show you guys something real quick. Hold on. It'll take me 1 second.
I'm a cracker, man. Hey,
See this is an old tin can. Yeah, it's an old. Let me get it here. It's an old tin can.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is old. Jeez.
I got a pop off top, and you put a plastic bread bag in there, and we buy a box of saltines. You put them 4 packets in there and seal it up in that. Now, how many people have seen that son of a bitch, huh? I got me one.
Nice.
You know what else I got? We used to have it was called a Steubenville draft system. I don't know. They probably had them all over the place.
All right.
But you'd buy a small keg of beer for your house or for your small bar. They put that beer down in the basement, run their lines up. But I got a green metal box with a pump on it and a tap. And all you did, it had copper coils on the inside of it. And you fill that with your ice. You just put some ice in there. And every time you draw a beer, it was fresh and cold.
I got my can
got one
out.
of them boxes. I got it down in my face.
Can. So I got a Schaefer can here.
Good.
All metal. Remember where you had to use the church key in the front?
Oh shit.
Yeah, is it steel? Is it steel, Michael?
Yeah, it's all
That's
steel.
cool.
If you got hit in the head with this, it would slow you down.
Yeah, it would. That's heavy.
Here's to you, Michael. Yeah.
Here's to you
True
too.
heavy metal.
Thrash, you remember these because you're a little bit older like me. You're not as old, but you're a little bit old.
Jeez.
Hey, we got.
I remember that.
Here's
You
the long
get
hairs.
tetanus
I don't
if you
know
got
what
hit
you're
with that.
doing about haircuts, but
Did you get tetanus if you got hit in the head by that thing?
That's
it was
probably
like
true.
squish, squish.
Michael, Iron City had cans like that.
Well, listen,
Iron City had 16-ounce cans like that.
that would hurt even more.
Yeah, it was a 16-ounce fucking can.
Hey,
You gotta
beer
open up.
man,
I got
Yeah.
a church key right here.
man,
I
what's
got
your
a church
time?
key right here that I use for opening up that awareness.
What's your score?
Yeah, what do you?
Score.
Is your
Mine?
No story here.
Beer
I
man,
gave my
We already
score,
gave
didn't
come
I?
on, beer man,
Cheese.
beer man.
He gave a score.
Cheese got a 25. Terrible. Yeah, I'm not even gonna describe much here.
I can't while I'm doing all this. So the beer, I had to pour another one. It was just really light and
Gag the flag.
yeah, flat, nasty, just not good. You know, I mean, it's probably like the style. You know, it's just not what I like. I don't know enough about English style bitters or anything really. Like I probably should, but I don't know everything. I'm not an encyclopedia, and it's something I need to learn more about, I guess. But but this beer, I don't know, it's just really wet. It was drinkable though, so it's cool. I gave it I just gave it a 75. We'll go see. And together, I still got the crappy cheese, and all that beer did is watered it down. So really, just gonna give it like I'll go 65 on the pair. It wasn't that great, y'all. So yeah, it wasn't good. Wasn't good.
You got to see it when it's good, though, Ron. When he hits like goat cheese and a freaking sour.
I know he likes that. Yeah. I know he likes that.
That ain't bad.
Yeah. Or nice sharp cheddar.
On that one, you could have thrown a dart and done better than that.
Well, nice sharp cheddar with the West Coast is really nice, too. I like the nice
Bierman has he's got an issue with picking some weird fucking cheeses sometimes. It's like,
sometimes that camembert was nasty.
Yeah.
Fuck. I think Bumpy had that one too. God damn, that was nasty.
God damn.
There's a hillbilly mall where I live. Hillbilly Mall. It's like world renowned. It's called Rogers, Ohio. If you look it up, it's called Rogers, Ohio. But it's like every Friday. They have auctions. It's like an open flea market. You can buy anything, you know. Open flea market. Yeah, Rogers, Ohio, Hillbilly Mall. But
cool, man.
It's something to see. They have a smoke shop up there. You can walk around. A guy makes smoked turkey legs, smoked turkey legs. But them Amish people have cheese stands and preserved meats. Their bacon up there is like phenomenal. Their bacon's great. But I used to always have to buy my dad when I went up there smoked sharp Swiss. Smoked sharp Swiss is a great cheese. You can find smoked sharp Swiss.
That sounds good.
I'd make a bacon sandwich. I'd go up there, buy that bacon. I'd fry that bacon in a cast iron skillet, Cast iron skillet. Went up to Steubenville and bought some little bread, fresh Italian bread.
Hey,
shout-outs. Fuck, shit. Okay, the shout-outs now. Fuck, we're going to end this now. Is no offense, just trying to get this done. Beer and Cheese Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Bring it, whatever the hell you want to bring, but just make sure it's cheese and beer. And then Wednesday is the preliminary 6 o'clock Eastern for yeasty beers. So bring a beer. It's just going to be open table, and then we're going to do 4 more weeks.
He must be I thought he was in it.
And then I'm going to name the week's style for the beer for the next 4 weeks. So we'll do some Belgian beers. We'll do an IPA. We'll do, you know what I mean? I'm going with that. So yeah, bring whatever you want though, for that. That'd be good. I always have Bumpy's always there, so I appreciate you and Brian and Miscellaneous and Chadeo have been there as well. So I appreciate you guys showing up. And if you guys want to be there, just bring a beer with yeasty stuff in it, yeasty substance.
Thanks, man. Thanks for all you do, buddy. Thanks.
Yeah, and watch out for videos coming up. I put one up on Fort George's new 3-way recently, and that was a pretty damn good beer. So local to me. So yeah, man. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you very much on the panel. I appreciate the chat. This has been a really great show today. It's been fun.
Thank you, Beer Man.
Glad for it, man. Yeah, cheers to you guys.
Much love.
Cheers.
Yeah. Oh, that was the wrong thing, dude. What the hell am I doing here now? Outro. Coming very soon.
All right.
Near you.
Hey.
Okay.